And we're back with a
This-
brief
the
interruption.
The fifth edition of the South Brooklyn Technical Difficulty Show.
Well, folks, we've been doing this for 3 years, and we still don't know how the wires work. So that's that.
Well, it's a learning process. It's a learning
Yeah,
process.
but usually those takes a couple of weeks, not several
You know what? You're giving us a hard time.
decades. I'm giving myself a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we're joined by Quigley from the band Washer, and we're joined by Carlos.
From Brooklyn.
And I don't know. I assume you guys want to do separate songs, but I guess Carlos, if you want to accompany him, is that all right with you, Quigley? If I don't know. Since you guys
Yeah,
are
no,
sitting
let's-
together, I don't know.
I'm open to that. Yeah.
Yeah, you could figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean I don't want to get in the way, but
No, that's cool, man.
all right. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just try it first. Let's just try Quigley do a Washer or do your own song, and then we'll just see how it feels, right?
Sure.
Okay. Well, first, you want to just tell us a little about yourself and about your band?
Yeah. My name's Quigley. I play in Washer. We're a band from Brooklyn. We just put out our second record on Exploding in Sound Records. And we're playing Friday at Silent Barn for like this Shea Stadium fundraiser thing. They put out like a live or Exploding in Sound live at Shea Stadium, LP and cassette. It's like a bunch of bands from the Shea archives. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. That
Cool.
actually, when I was looking for you guys, I found you through that first through Exploding in Sounds, and then through that show because it looked like a really interesting show. And then I messaged them, and then they got me in contact with you. So it just seemed like a logical next step since you're having that show, to have you guys on the air. But yeah, once again, I really appreciate you coming all the way down for the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, just go ahead and play your song.
All right. Just trying to think what I should do.
How does it sound? Does it sound all right?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm gonna take my ear off so I can hear myself better. All right. I'll play a song called "Afraid to Care" if that's cool.
Yep.
I won't talk when there's people around, but I'll certainly fill my cup. Know that nervous, sweaty, stiff stare I keep from throwing up. You know it well. And I can feel it in my body break. I've been to make room, let you take my place and fill that space my body used but left no trace. I would, I could stand up straight, but my posture's garbage. There's a change to wait. When you get down to the shit of it, you know I Folk. All right, I'm just stop it. That one. It's like 4 songs in one.
Was that
cool?
that was really
I
nice,
like
man.
That was nice.
Thanks.
It sounded like a medley. Yeah, was that a couple songs?
No, it's one song, but it's a little better when there's like drums ringing out between the parts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we do have a bongo.
If you want to
cool.
like bang your head on the bongo while
Yeah.
you're singing and playing the guitar.
Carlos can bang
I
the
could- I could do
bongo.
that if you
Sure.
want.
No, we'll try next time. Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
I'll play left-handed.
One hand on the guitar, one hand on the bongo, and there you go. You know.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about the story of the band. How did it form? What's the purpose of it? Ethos, all that stuff.
We formed in like 2013. Kieran and I, that's my drummer, Kieran. It's just the two of us. We're from the same town on Long Island. We like met when we were kids, but he went to a different school. He went to like a Catholic school, and I went to the public school, so I didn't really meet him again until later. We ended up living together in college, and then started playing music after having lived together for a couple of years. And I just had I had a band before this that was like a lot softer and like folkier, and my friends were all playing like punky rock music, and I was jealous, so I kind of stole the things I liked about their bands, and so went to see if Kieran would at least play drums with me, just so I could see what they sounded like outside of my head, and it ended up being, we worked really well together, so then we just decided to be a band. Yeah.
That's cool.
I can definitely hear. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Excuse me.
Like what kind of influences previous, like from the like sort of folk music were you playing? Like what kind of influences were you drawing on then?
I don't know, like early 2000 or 2010s, like college-y folk music. Sufjan
Right.
Stevens or some shit like that.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
something
Cool,
like
cool,
that or whatever. Yeah, and then
Cool.
and then like I went to college with this band Big Ups and this other band Flagland, and they're like just like killer rock bands, and I just wanted to steal their stuff, so that's what I started Washer.
So basically, to summarize, Washer is a band of thieves.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Well, I can definitely hear the folky elements still, though, in that song.
Yeah, the it's way different. I don't really play acoustic very often because I don't really like it.
Well, you did a good job anyway,
Yeah.
despite your disdain for the acoustic guitar.
But yeah, I think I think there's a big difference between when I play by myself and when it's all like amped up and with Kieran and stuff. But when he's not there, the folky stuff like trickles out more obviously. It's kind of hidden behind some layers, I think, when it's a full band,
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps, Carlos, you would like a turn to play a song?
Sure, I'll play something for you guys.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So Quigley, that was really cool. I like that. This song was inspired by Field Goal, and it's called Golden Age. It's about the whole Garrettson music scene. Last night I fell asleep. It was only you in my dreams. I wish this bed I sleep on were the palms of the one I dream of. Inside I hide. I feel so old in age without a stage to play. What are my lines? The trees of Marine Park remind me of my younger heart and that golden age. And that golden age. And that golden age. And that golden age. That golden age. Skipping stones on Garrett's sand, smoking a joint with my best friend, and the size of the trees brings me down to my knees, and that goes. I feel so old in age without a stage to play. What are my lines? The trees of Marine Park remind me of my younger heart and that golden age. And that golden age. And that golden age. All right. Thank you.
Hey, nice. So Carlos, what was that about?
It was about I've been going to Cody's house parties.
Really, I've never seen you there.
Really? Yeah, I've been going there for a year now, since last year in April, and I actually played like one of the first shows with Field Goal that day. And it's been I'm just so happy to be in that music scene. I wish when I was a little younger it would have started, you know. But I really like Garrettson. I really like Marine Park. I used to go there when I was a kid. I still go there, so that's what it's about.
Do you have any like any projects that you're working on, or like is it just?
I'm trying to form a new band with my friend Denny. Have you met him, right? The Korean kid.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
That guy's cool.
yeah, he's really cool. He loves America.
Freedom,
freedom.
hot dogs, right?
Hot dogs. Yeah.
George Bush.
He loves pizza, man. He loves pizza.
That's all you really need.
Yeah, that's all you need, man. Yeah, he's really he loves the whole music scene. I don't think they have that in Korea, and I think he got stoned for the first time in his life, music scene at the Cody's house, and
You get stoned by walking in there.
yeah, exactly. So
Oh.
Oh
So,
man,
yeah.
that's a horrible sound.
Well, here enter Logan into the studio.
So quickly, just to get you up to date, you know, there's this music scene that we're all referencing. I figured it'd be weird if we keep talking about it without
Yeah.
explaining. It's just like our friend of ours has house shows in his
Oh,
basement.
sick.
Yeah, not too far away from here. So that's kind of for a while our show was like it was mostly having bands from there. So
Cool.
it's like it's called the Basement Dwellers. They have this whole collective thing going on, and it's sort of just like well, it started out as just this guy's house, but now it's kind of like a name that people use to book shows anywhere. So it's like the Basement Dwellers.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we're just, but like it has this kind of thing where it's like, you could understand this being from Long Island, that it's like people from New York and the New York area want to have their own scene that's not being sort of created for them by people who aren't from the city.
Yeah.
And kids from these areas wanted to have a venue of their own and wanted to have a place where they could play.
Yeah, yeah.
Where they didn't have to sort of go to these other places for their bands or for their other, I don't know, just for things like that. And so that was the spirit of this. And before that, there was another basement venue that was in Bensonhurst that was called Frank's Basement. So it was kind of like a direct line between one to the other. And Kevin and I have been a part of both of those scenes. So it's kind of like, I don't know, that's like what we're all referencing here. I guess.
Yeah. No, that's
So,
awesome.
You should definitely
I
come
didn't.
by.
Yeah, totally. I didn't. Oh shit! Sorry.
That's right.
Can I curse it? Is this we're like on the real radio?
Yeah, Real
Re-
Radio.
Real radio,
So I
yeah.
shouldn't curse.
No,
No.
you should not.
My bad.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Um,
You can say crap. You can say
crud.
dick.
Crud.
Dick,
You can definitely
dick.
say crud. You can crud
Heck.
it up if you
Oh
want.
shucks! I hit the
That's a good
table.
one.
Dang it.
Oh, okay.
No, but no, it's cool you have that. When I was younger, like growing up on Long Island, we didn't have like anything.
Yeah.
I know Long Island has a storied like pop punk scene
Yeah.
and a ska scene before that, and but that never made its way to me, or I never made my way to it, or whatever. So my circle of friends lacked that. We had like the one town like meeting center that we could play at, and like the high school like nights and stuff like that. So when I got to college and then found people that played music in Brooklyn and would play in house shows and stuff like that, it was like totally transformative,
Yeah.
So it's sick that you have that. I'm glad that you have that. That's
Thank
cool
you,
as hell. Yeah.
What town were you from on Long Island?
West Islip,
Okay.
just like South Shore.
Um,
Yeah.
My mom is from Rockville Center,
Oh,
so
okay.
not that
Yeah.
far from there.
Yeah, it's
Long Island, baby.
it's kind of a dead zone out there.
Yeah.
There's pockets here and there, and houses open up every now and then, but
You got that airport over there?
Yeah.
yeah, there's an airport.
House show at the airport, man. Terminal 1.
At the hangar.
Yeah,
You tell Cody about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Quigley, are you interested in playing another song?
I would. Can we keep chatting for like 2 seconds while I tune?
Sure,
I'm
that's
gonna-
no problem.
Sure,
I'm
of
gonna
course,
bail
yeah,
on
yeah.
the whole drop
Yeah.
C thing.
So Shea Stadium is closed, right?
Shea Stadium is closed.
Yeah.
Shea Stadium is one of those places that I found, like, speaking about places that are important and to
Mhm.
give yourself a space and stuff. We didn't start Shea Stadium or anything like that, but they were extremely gracious to like all of me and my friends' bands and my friends that book shows and our artists and stuff. And they gave us, like very early opportunities to play with people that we were inspired by, that like we never would have played with them at other venues, that kind of thing, and friends that did like murals on the ceiling and stuff like that, and they're just super supportive of like arts and that kind of thing, which is dope. And they closed, but they are looking for a new space.
okay.
Is the last official update. Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of guys who would probably get pretty confused, like some older guys looking up Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
They're like, what the hell? This isn't the Mets.
Yeah.
Whereas Yoenis Cespedes, he's playing tonight. But yeah, no, I think it's I remember it generating a lot of buzz like a couple of years ago, and it was sort of like the leader of all those DIY scenes.
Yeah, like of the big. Well, I mean, Shea's been around for a long time now.
Yeah.
It was like almost 10 years or something, just under, I think. Which is pretty long for a DIY venue. in
For
New
sure,
York,
yeah.
That's it's a pretty like solid track record.
Especially when you're dealing with permits and cops and all those kinds of
Yeah,
things.
it was a real an achievement, I'd say.
I think one of the main reasons why the basement dwellers are like these sort of house shows have been happening also is that like a lot of the venues that people were playing in were like mostly bars. They're
Closed
like
down, yeah.
90% bars, like 10% venue. So
Yeah.
there'd be like all the regulars drinking and then like your friends watching you play, and
That
like
shit gets,
yeah.
crud gets really weird really quick.
Yeah, it does.
I know. Well, for us, like Palisades was a venue that
Yeah.
opened shortly
Right.
around the time
I've
that
been there
we
a couple
started,
times.
and they closed, and
Mm-hmm.
just a bunch of stuff closed, like very recently, and it's felt like a bummer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta everybody retreats back to the basements and things like
Yep.
that. Just as long as you still got those, that's cool. All right, can I play the thing? Is that cool?
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
please.
This one's called Elbow. When you get angry, screaming to this man in bed from his place will grow a trio. Everything you fear that you hold here, and you'll know it's clear. Get away from here, then you'll know. You're safe, bury your face in your elbow. Cool.
Awesome.
Sorry, my vocals are probably way louder than this nylon string guitar.
Yeah, I was mixing it as we were going
Yeah.
along. So, yeah.
Kevin's a professional.
Sick.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That was really nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate you like really going in and getting the voice loud with the acoustic guitar.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Kevin is he plays music as well, but he has a very bad problem with projection. So he was he was admiring your projection there.
Oh, right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Throwing shade.
It's all about
that's
roasting.
Tom, that's Tom there. You met Rob earlier, and they're in a band.
Oh,
Together.
okay, cool. Hello.
So you're getting
Hey.
getting the South Brooklyn picture right now.
Yeah.
every
Real
every
picture.
every 5 minutes or so we have a schedule that another character from the South Brooklyn scene is
Yeah.
gonna
Cool.
turn up.
Sounds good to me.
Right now we're running low on chairs, so
Yeah. Well.
You got at least one more in here.
All right.
And a bongo. You can sit on
we're
that.
sending someone in. Go be free. So, are you excited for the show on Friday?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played in a while.
Mhm.
And I love all those bands very much.
Yeah.
Should be.
What's
Next
the
time.
what's the bill again? So
It's Bethlehem Steel,
Right.
Washer, Bueno, Lost Boy, and Avlov. All
cool.
exploding in sound bands.
We're actually having Bethlehem Steel on the show next week. So,
I love Becca.
yeah. Yeah, she's
Becca's
really
great.
nice. I was emailing with her the other day.
I'm probably going to sleep at her house maybe tonight or tomorrow night or the next night because she's very nice.
That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't live here anymore, so I'm always bumming on couches.
Yeah.
How do you like Philly compared to New York?
I like it a lot. I've not been to like any shows or done any like
Uh-huh.
art stuff yet. I've just been like chilling in my house, but that's been really nice. Yeah.
My cousin lives in South Philly, so I go there regularly with my co-host.
Oh, sick.
But he's a real character.
I don't have any friends yet, so let me know about your cousin. That'd be,
Yeah. Well, he's in his 40s. He's
That's cool.
He's married. He has a cat.
I'm trying to get a
um,
cat. So
Cat named Mozart, if you're
Yeah.
interested.
He
Oh,
loves-
That's a great name.
He loves Jerry Garcia, Grateful Dead. He
Yeah,
loves
oh, who
beer.
wouldn't?
Meatballs, his wife.
Sign me up.
Yeah,
Like,
he's pretty cool.
I'm ready.
He lives on Titan Street by a big fountain.
Cool.
That's all I know.
All
So
The Passyunk fountain. If you
Passyunk, yeah, that's right.
It's
But-
nice down there.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah, you got the whole Tom McAleer pitch right there.
Every time I visit, I'm like, this is really nice. Well, I should live here.
Yeah,
But then I
Philly's
don't.
nice, man.
Yeah,
Brooklyn's cool too. It's got a lot of stuff going on.
that's so expensive.
Yeah, that's why
Jeez.
Philly's. That's why I
Yeah.
moved to Philly. I can't afford to live here anymore.
Yeah. Unless you live with like 8 people, or you live in the swamps of Garrettson Beach,
Yeah.
like, because that's the only place where there is a DIY scene. It's like I don't know if you know where Garrettson Beach is, but it's literally the farthest south you could possibly go,
Yeah.
and it's like right next to the Belt Parkway. That's where his house is.
Well, that's
so.
what's so crazy is New York's
Yeah.
so big that
Yeah.
there are entire, like, the distance between like a DIY scene in a midwestern state and my little circle of it is
Yeah.
like we're the same amount, like not physically, but like
It feels that way. Yeah.
I don't know you guys and you guys don't know, or you just learned
Yeah.
about me. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
yeah.
but we're in the same.
I know.
city,
It's
like-
Yeah.
it's insane the scale of things.
Yeah.
Well, like it takes 2 hours to go from where I live in Brooklyn to my mom's house, and she lives in in northern Manhattan. So and like
crazy.
it takes like 2 hours.
Yeah.
No joke, like hour and a half, and
Yeah.
it takes the same to get to Philly. Like,
Yeah. Took me
it's
2
insane.
hours. Well, a little more with
Yeah.
traffic. But
Yeah. Did you find parking, by the way?
I did actually, like right away and
Seriously?
very close.
Wow,
I
that's
was super
that
lucky.
is blessed.
But I've been driving here for a long time. I got my eagle eye on.
Nice. My dad loves parking. he gets really happy. Like I'm pretty sure he was happier when he got a really great spot and like than when I was born. My sister's birth was probably better than that great spot, but I don't know.
All of my like uncles and stuff, like anytime they get together, even though they don't see each other for years and they live in different states, it's just
Uh-huh.
like, oh, so how did you get here? And like, did you take this way? You take that way? They just love directions. Absolutely love
Yeah,
directions.
I think it's just in general uncles and dads that
Yeah.
love directions and parking.
And parking.
But I just feel like, is there really nothing better to talk about than like the weather, parking, traffic,
Well, like,
directions?
So much of your identity as a dad is like not getting lost when you're
Yeah.
driving, you know? If you're a dad and you're taking the family on a road trip and you're lost, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
hang 'em out
most
to
of the time
dry.
you are lost, but you can never admit it to anybody.
Right,
that
Oh,
you're
but
yeah.
lost.
that's why you have to ask everybody their directions.
Yeah.
So
You
you
gotta
can never-
internalize it.
Honey, I'll just look it up on the Google. No, that guy doesn't know anything.
Richard told me a better way. I know a better way.
He said make a left. There's nothing there. Well, we have about 10 minutes left, so if either of you would like to do a song,
It's your
that-
turn, dude.
yeah,
All right. so,
Carlos?
I'll do a song then.
better be a good one.
Stop it, Ben. This one is called Sweet Pea. It's dedicated to a girl I once loved,
Oh.
but I don't love her anymore, so
Oh.
it's all good. All right.
Wow,
It's
that's
called
harsh.
Sweet Pea. All right. Facing up, the skies I see, clouds of my memories, in the shape of the things we said, and all the books that you have read. You are far away from me, but those nights we felt so close. I lay myself like a book, 'cause you love literature. And yes, I'm sure, I'm very sure, I've missed you all these days. I have missed you all these days. I have missed you all these days, 'cause you said you're one in a billion. I said to infinity by infinity. You said I said. To infinity by infinity. Facing up the skies I see, clouds of my memories, in the shape of the things we said, and someone I love to talk to. We can just talk about the strokes and anything else that you want. We can continue where we left off. We can talk about anything else. Your favorite books, your favorite bands. How I wish I can hold your hand and try to make you understand how rare we are. There's something sweet, a sweet affinity about people who talk at night or throughout the day or any day. I just miss you, 'cause you said you're one in a billion. I said to infinity by infinity. You said you're one in a billion. I said to infinity by infinity. All right, thank you.
Good job, dude.
Thank you.
We need to get a live in studio audience. It makes everything better.
Or like an automated clap track or something.
Yeah, there's really funny claps in GarageBand.
Well, I'll look for those.
Yeah.
Metallic claps.
Just cheering too.
Yeah, they're just
nice,
like,
kids cheering. Yeah. Be nice.
But like pitched woo, so it's like woo woo woo.
I know that one. Well, we have time. We have like 3 minutes. If anyone wants to play, Quigley, it's your turn. If you have anything.
I got a couple like 1 to 2 minute songs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Cool. This one's from the first record that we put out. I couldn't wander any further if I tried. I reached the horizon tide. And where you come from, where you go's the same. This land is righteous and ashamed. Built on bags of shallow eyes and broken packs. So under we're all stone, restless in our homes. But where you come from, where you go's the same. This land is righteous and ashamed. We're okay. We're okay. Tell yourself you're okay. Cool.
Awesome. You definitely hear the folk music coming through on that one.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. That was very cool.
Thanks.
So I think that's probably a wrap.
That's a wrap, folks.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thanks so
coming on.
much for coming on, Carlos and Quigley.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Carlos, from coming from down the road, and thanks, Quigley, from coming from Philly.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you on Friday.
Cool.
I
Be
hope to
sick.
come to the show. Yeah.
It should
And,
be a rockin'
For sure.
time.
Yeah. It's going to be lots of great bands. All right. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This has been the South Brooklyn Variety Show. Make sure to check out Washer on Bandcamp and Facebook, or just through the label Exploding in Sounds Records. And everyone come out to the show on Friday. It's going to be at Silent Barn. Should be great. All right. Thanks for tuning in. That's going to be my sound off now. 2 clicks.